Hi, Vikings. This lesson is on observations and inferences. You've already opened up Teams. You are already watching the directions video. Thank you for doing that first and following the directions. I'm going to show you the first page of the text and the questions that you'll need to answer. And then I will show you the inferences that you need to make based on the observations on the second page. So you're going to open this document right here. Bye, dog. You're going to open this document right here, and it's going to pull up this page. Don't worry about typing your name, date, and period. All of that will automatically be saved when you turn it in. So our objective for this lesson, I can understand the difference between observations and inferences, then make some of my own inferences based on my observations. An observation is using one or more of your five senses to gather information. Your senses include sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Helpful observation is clear and detailed, and it takes practice. Observations are based on what you can clearly see, not what you can make guesses on. So I want you to pause this video and make an observation about the room that you are currently in. I know it says classroom, but just make an observation about your room. Okay. Hopefully you have it written down. Observation for mine is I observe two dogs. There's the one, there we go, right there, and then the one right there. So those are things that I can see. Now let's talk about inferences. Inferences are when you explain the things you observe, you are inferring, or you are making an inference. Inferences are based on reasoning from what you already know. You make inferences all the time. For example, if you see your friend smile after getting back a test, you might infer that she got a good grade. Inferences are not always correct, though. Your friend's smile may have nothing to do with the test. So let's talk about this picture right here. Let's make two observations. Go ahead and write your observations in this box. Remember, you are making observations. You are only talking about what you see. Observations are very clear and very simple. I am going to write, I observe a duck holding a mallet. Mallet, hammer, it's something similar to that, okay? And then I also observe a very old computer on a table. So observations, like the definition says, are things that you can, information that you can gather using your senses. So what you see, what you hear, what you touch, what you taste, and what you smell. On the other hand, an inference is how you explain what you have observed. So I'm sure some of you saw this duck and thought, oh, he's angry at the computer. You jumped right into inferences. That's awesome. So the inference based on my two observations, based on me seeing the duck holding the mallet and me seeing an old computer on the table, I can infer that the duck is angry at the computer and he's about to smash it. So that's what I'm going to write. Now we know that this is an inference, not an observation, because there's no speech bubble saying, I hate this computer, I'm going to smash it. That is an educated guess that we as intelligent people are able to make. Let's practice one more time. Take a look at this picture. Write two observations on your own. If you need more time, pause the video. Now, based on these observations, make an inference. Again, pause the video if you need more time. So now that you have practiced, you have the background information, we are going to move on to the homework part of this. Follow along with me as I read. Read the following observations. Then make inferences that explain each observation. Remember, there may be more than one inference that would make sense with the observation. So you have 9 different observations, and then for number 10, you get to create your own. Let's do the first one together. Observation number 1. You observe that the sky is getting dark at noon. Now I have to think. Why might the sky be getting dark at noon? Now remember, we're making an educated, realistic guess. That's an inference. We're not saying, oh, the sky is getting dark because the world is ending. That's not a good choice. Our inference is going to be a realistic thing that actually makes sense. So think to yourself, what are some real reasons that the sky may get dark at noon in the middle of the day? Definitely, it could be because there's an eclipse. It could be because a cloud went over the sun. Or, like we're having a lot of lately, it could be because there's a lot of smoke. So let's choose one of those 3. Okay, we'll go with the first one. Remember, we are in middle school, we are responsible human beings, so we are answering in complete sentences. I can infer that there is a solar eclipse. So that's the inference that I'm able to make. And you're going to make those inferences with all the rest of the observations. Let me read them to you, and then you can end the video and get to work yourself. Observation number 2. The principal interrupts class and calls a student from the room. Observation number 3. All 5th grade students are bringing lunch from home. Observation number 4. A former rock band member has poor hearing. Observation number 5. You leave a movie theater and see that the street is wet. Observation number 6. During a handshake, you notice the person's hand has blisters. Observation number 7. The classroom lights are off. Observation number 8. A siren is heard going past the school. Observation number 9. Mrs. Terrell has a panda poster in her room. And then for the last one, you get to create your own observation. It says in your classroom, but you can do any room in the building that you're currently in. And then, instead of asking a classmate, you can ask someone that you live with to make an inference and record their response. Now, you may have to teach them what an observation is and an inference is. Isn't that going to be fun? By the time you finish this, you're already a pro. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Be good people, make good choices. Have a great day.